Brian Daboll. I'll ask you. You go ahead and spearhead this segment. On a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable or how much would you want the Giants? That's the question. How much would you want the Giants to move on from Brian Daboll on a scale of 1 to 10?
25. I think that he should have been gone last year. If not last year, then early in the season.
Yeah.
He's just, I feel like he doesn't have composure. He's very dramatic. I feel like he kind of has favorites, and if he's not your favorite, he's not really leading you, just like observation wise. I think he's like a good coordinator, potential, but not a head coach potential. And then even just like with this, you have whatever his name, Shane, whatever how they pronounce his name.
Right. Show him the door. That's
yeah.
that's what his name is.
Yeah. Ever since they're reigned together, it's just been horrible.
Yeah.
Kind of from day one. I think the Giants have to move on from him and even the GM. Just kind of start fresh, especially when you have these kind of newer, younger, talented guys. You have potential for to finally come back and make the playoffs and be a great team again. But yeah, you have to he hasn't done anything outside of that. Was it one playoff win?
Yeah.
In recent years. And that was literally, we just talked about it. It was just out of luck. So I know he kind of has a good relationship with Jackson Dart, and that's the guy he drafted.
It's a creepy relationship.
But I don't know. I feel like Mara family's kind of gotta move on from them. So
yeah, I think the Maras are pretty done with him. You know what I mean? And the thing is, when you look at his record, he's 20-39-1. Mm-hmm. Since that first season, it's just rubbish. Mm-hmm. There's nothing to look forward to, and you would think that the Giants, they weren't active in at the trade deadline. Uh-huh. Dexter Lawrence could have probably been traded. You got Kayvon Thibodeau could have been traded, right? But why? Why didn't they trade these guys? I'll tell you why. They don't trade them because it's a lot more appealing to a head coach and a general manager to have those particular players in place when you do hire somebody else. So when you're interviewing for somebody, somebody else, hey, look who we got here. We got Jackson Dart. We have, crazy man Cam Scannable. We got Thibodeau. We have Dexter Lawrence. We have Malik Neighbors. We have all of these pieces here that there is a core of players that we can be able to build around. So it's a lot more appealing and enticing to somebody who's looking for this job to be able to take that job because you have these pieces here. You go ahead and trade those pieces off too prematurely. Now you have less talent, and yes, it's still appealing, but it's not as appealing where you have those guys already in place. Mm. So I think that's kind of where Mara was, and I'm sure Joe Shane probably came to him and said, "Hey, John, we have deals on the table here for Dexter Lawrence and Thibodeau. Get a couple first." No. We are not trading any of them. Hey, but this could be able to maybe improve our future. I have thoughts on the future, but not that. So Joe Shane's probably he walked out of that office saying, "Yeah, probably gonna get fired." Mm-hmm. If I can't do this, probably gonna get fired. And Brian Daboll, I mean, look, I've said this since he got here. What has made him the expert? Is he a quarterback whisperer? No. He didn't make Josh Allen who he is. Joe Brady did that. Mm. Look what Josh Allen has done since he's left. Brian, go ahead.
Better every single year.
Yeah.
Just kind of, you could see the people around him teaching him. It was nothing to do with with Daboll.
Right.
It's like he's got all these excellent people over the Bills, kind of.
Yeah.
Everyone helps him, but
And you know what I also want to find out? When the hell did he meet Haley Steinfeld? What year was that? Was that after
probably
Brian Daboll?
23.
You see what I'm saying?
Like that.
Look, the man keeps winning. The man keeps winning. Daboll leaves, he meets Haley Steinfeld, wins the MVP, better quarterback. Brian Daboll reminds me of what's his name? Adam Gase. Adam Gase had this reputation of being this great offensive coordinator. You can't be a great offensive coordinator when your quarterback is Peyton Manning. You just can't. You go to Peyton Manning and say, hey, I got these plays. You think you want to? Yeah, give me all three of them. I'll take something from there, something from here, and something from here, and I'll mix it up. Thank you. Off with you now. Right? That's what you do. You just stand there and do nothing. You're collecting a check to do nothing. So for you to get any credit for Josh Allen's success or development, no. Because we seen what you did with Daniel Jones. You did nothing. We've seen how bad Russell Wilson has looked. We've seen how bad my man, you left DeVito out there to rot. And because DeVito had a little bit of talent, he shined through, but you didn't help him at all. Jackson Dart, poor kid, he should have been on the bench until about week 11, week 12. But you put him in there desperately, you're touching him creepily. Just stop touching him. Because we understand what you're doing. You're desperate. And it's still going to get fired. That's the whole point, is that you did all of this. You put the kid in early to save your job, and you don't realize that you're going to get fired anyway. So he just pressed all the wrong buttons since he's been here. Name me one Giants player that has developed since he's been the head coach. One. I'll wait.
I was going to say Tommy DeVito for 3 games.
Yeah.
But that's Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, it's just garbage.
It's Italian magic. But literally, there's nobody.
Absolute garbage. So Coach Ozempic, just enjoy the last few games that you have. Because it's over. The Giants need to go get themselves a young, offensive-minded, visionary. Go get yourself a really good, staunch defensive coordinator and build it through there. You have Jackson Dart. Do not go defensive-minded coach. You need to go offense, because if you can be able to marry the young, offensive-minded head coach with your budding quarterback, your young star, that's the relationship that you want. That's the connection. So let's see if they can be able to put that together. Moving on.